And of course, Vi Annie would be a lot of power if they do get their hands on it.
I think Vi Ahri is still really good here, but the Gwen is going to get taken by Zeus. That J-Span really makes it a little bit easier, but you still have to potentially deal with that Rumble. Great wave clear. You have insane 1-3-1 with this draft. We don't even know what the AD carry is, but you know it's insane 1-3-1 with this draft here for Hanwha Life Esports. As the Senna is going to be blind here into the A carry, and they're going to play Senna Alistar into a Nico draft. Almost feels like they're baiting the Kalista, but Viper won't fall for it.
No, not
He's
this
going
time.
to play the Jin, which is also very strong in the early 2v2. Keen's like, oh, I win the hardest, by the way. Look at Zeus' health. Look at the lead he has in farm. Like, you win this one kind of automatically, but if you're Keen, you might get a solo kill.
You know, a little bit of time towards the bottom side as Canyon is going to find him in the jungle. The Tangle Barbs does come on down, but you can see Delight in a little bit of trouble, has to flash out of the way.
And Peanut's going to look for a dive here. Let's see if this works better than the EWC ones.
Yeah, you can see Keen does bounce away to the other side, but Delight not too worried about it. He's a cannon minion, just having a great time here as a Realm Warp from Zeka will be able to deliver him, and I don't think Keen's surviving this one. Down he will go. Is that his first blood? The answering kill is going to happen on the top side of the map here as Duro able to tank off. Yeah, very, very nicely done that they do manage to kill Keen, but the fact that Zeus goes down does mean that things are relatively even. He is now in a pretty weird spot, as now Canyon gets the smite on that last grub, and Duro is just waiting for this Gwen. So it's likely that Zeus is just dead yet again. He does flash, try and get himself out of the way, but the Cyclone should be able to catch up to him. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the game plan was.
Yeah, that was really bizarre, but at least they get the scuttle. Canyon, the Wukong is going to use the gold well.
Okay, it's a little bit weird. Pop Blossom is going to come through there as Duro's only level 5. Zeka's going to move over, and maybe he gets another one. He doesn't even get an assist. Peanut, he is vacating the area now, has a camp towards his top side of the map, and now Zeus left to the wolves, or maybe the cows, as he just gets knocked up to high heaven and can't even get the needlework out. That is going to be Pizza Warfare.
There is no cross map here for HLE. Rotation down from Delight. There's the TP. They've got to do something.
Well, they are going to at least save the turret. Let's see whether they can get anything else as well, as Delight does manage to find the snare. Viper there as well with the deadly flourish. And Canyon, Warrior Trickston, flashes over the wall. And he even gets a bit of a heal. The curtains are being called, though, as now Ruler slowed down. Fourth one comes in. He gives them.
Looks like Viper and Delight were going up there. They're going to be delayed on their farm. And then the Aurora's still pushing bottom side here. Peanut can't get into his jungle, and the top turret is just lost.
Well, Deadly Flourish does go down. Crescent Guard not going to help Peanut as he does flash away.
Zeka should be okay here. I don't quite think Duro reaches him.
Exhaust? Yeah, he just headbutts his way over there as the Exhaust does come in. Phase Rush and Flash are enough to get Zeka to relative safety, as now Zeus in a little bit of trouble. But now Delight makes his way over, finds the Pop Blossom, almost just, in fact, does die to the turret. And I don't even think they kill Chovy. So that was weird.
Flash. As we'll watch this again, Chovy has the stun here, drops Tibbers down. The turret aggro is picked up here early by the Nico, and then he's just dead. And then Chovy just walks it off with the stun. He's like, all right.
Delight thankfully up and available once again, as you got the Aurora and the Gwen both on flank angles, but Keen taking a little while longer to get here. See whether HLE can actually find a way in as Duro. He's ready. He's ready to look for this, as there is the smite from Canyon. Duro finding the pulverize, but it's only onto one, as now Zeka able to get a fair bit of DPS. Duro trying to run his way out as the needlework comes in. Dawning Shadow, Zeus so close to death, but Tibbers not able to burn that one out just yet. Great knockback there with the Crescent Guard out of Peanut. The root, they are still trying to get out, and that is the root connecting. Keen able to lock that one down. Another flash going to be burned there as Zeka is just going to get pooped on the noggin by Canyon. A big team fight win. .4k as far as the lead. Zeus just loses half of his health bar to a bear.
Here, they know they have topside control. As we're going to see a funky teleport here from Duro. It does not catch his opposition. Chovy's chilling.
Yeah, wind becomes nothing as Peanut needs to be healed. The bear does the burn. And it's looking real frightening. And there it is. The bear is doing the burn. Peanut is once again taking a lot of damage as Duro looking for that headbutt angle, but Peanut able to audaciously charge his way out.
And you're saying just +1.
Just to make sure that they get it. The ward does go over as now Delight getting a snare onto Duro. Now they're going to look away from this Otacon and just destroy Peanut. Zeka able to get out of there, but man, they are not going to be able to defend this Otacon take. And Gen.G just own the Rift right now. Keen flashes in, doesn't manage to get Zeka, which was the prime target.
I think they could probably still win from here. That's the lead they have. That's the map control they have. Ruler may just be in the ruler spot.
Yeah, he is definitely in the ruler spot, but he does cleanse the slow. Pop Blossom not going to quite find Ruler, but he's still dead. They do manage to catch out Duro, who's flashing to get himself away. As Gen.G losing Ruler in the ruler spot is something they're very used to, but now they have to contend with this. The Pulverize, so good in that moment, but Chovy still in so much trouble. He flashes away though, and he survives, and now the Wukong has found them. Finally, the kill does come on through there as they lock down the kill onto the cow at the same time, and now Canyon, a massive shutdown available here for Viper if he can get there, but still Canyon's running away. We need to find some of these bullets as the needlework comes in, and Zeus will finally get a shutdown, and HLE, that is so much money they just accrue.
Canyon survives here, by the way, as well, as Zeus is also maybe going to survive. Chovy has stun.
Yeah, Zeus was immune at least. Does have flash available, so he is just going to use it as the Tibbers comes down. Well played there from Zeus to make sure that he definitely gets out of there, because if he does get caught out, then it could be a big deal. Otacon was still taken, of course, for Gen.G, as you can see towards the top side, but it is still Soul Point up on the table here as Duro possibly out of position. The rest of the team are looking to make their way over though. And Delight, that was his clone. They do have full information. Duro still does have his ultimate, but is down to 50%, so might need to use it earlier than he'd otherwise want, as captive audience is going to be there. They're looking for Viper, who he just wants to walk to join the fight, but Chovy finds the auto, and down goes the Jin.
And they're going to use it right away to look for a potential pick on the Zeus. He has no TP. They know exactly where he is. That back is not going to complete.
Nope, that is not going to work. He's going to do some needle stuff as Duro almost dies, but he is still going to be taken down. Duro is going to live. That should have been about 1,000 gold that he picked up from that one kill alone. I don't know whether it really puts HLE in a good position in
It's
this
a less
game.
bad position.
I would say less bad is exactly right, as Zeka is going to discover, Keen is going to discover Zeka, I think I should say. And now they're looking for it. Delight is just going to die. Zeka is now very dead, as Realm Warp, never mind. Just gets himself out. Now Peanut dealing with a bear underneath the turret, but does use his Crescent Guard to get himself out of there. But
the observers have to zoom out so you can see the carnage on both sides. As Peanut's exhausted.
Yeah, over the wall goes Canyon. He tries to do something funny, but Ruler comes on over and helps take him down with Key.
We all want to drop a bear sometimes.
Indeed. As an Australian, I know all about drop bears. And now the Pop Blossom is going to find a couple here as Ruler does cleanse it. Delight, his work is done, but oh god, it was not enough. They do manage to get Keen, congratulations for that one, but their base is now in tatters. Peanut's also going to get slowed down and then destroyed. Ruler getting his revenge after that overstep in mid, and Gen.G are just going to look to end game number 1 pretty swiftly here as they follow their Baroned up minions. Viper, oh my goodness, almost just destroyed by his former mid laner, as the curtains are going to get called, but I don't think it's for Gen.G, as the bullets are going to sail by. Ruler with the emote spam, looking pretty cute there, but this Nexus is going to be the focus. Viper will get taken down one more time, and there goes the Nexus. Gen.G from strength to strength. Remember guys, they got home yesterday.